Hey there, island dreamers, locals, and anyone craving a slice of paradise. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, to the Fun and Key West podcast, where the vibe is always laid back, the stories are salty, and the drinks, well, they're definitely frozen. I'm your host, Michelle O'Connor, your unofficial tour guide to the Conch Republic. Whether you're planning your first trip, your fifth trip, or you're just daydreaming about trading the cubicle for the ocean breeze, you are in the right place. Here's the deal. This podcast is your insider's guide to all things Key West. We're talking where to eat, hello, conch fritters and key lime pie, where to drink, spoiler alert, there will be rum, where to stay, and all the quirky, wonderful things that make Key West the one-of-a-kind paradise we all love. Plus, we'll keep you up to date on the latest happenings, festivals, events, maybe even the occasional Hemingway lookalike sighting. And just to keep things spicy, we'll be bringing on some amazing guests now and then, locals, business owners, and people who know the island like the back of their sandy hand. So grab your flip-flops, pour yourself a cold one, and let's escape to the island state of mind together, whether you're tuning in from your hammock or your commute, while wishing it was a hammock. We've got all the Key West goodness coming your way. Thanks for being here. It's going to be a lot of fun in Key West. Let's dive in.
Welcome. Today we're diving fork first into the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Whether you're an early bird chasing the sunrise or a late riser still rocking last night's flip-flops, Key West has a breakfast spot with your name on it. From iconic roosters at Blue Heaven to the perfect cafe con leche at Sandy's, we're breaking it all down. No rankings, no rush, just a deliciously fun list of must-try spots. Oh, and stick around because I'll be assigning you your very own Key West breakfast personality. Are you a slow sipper or a recovery specialist? Let's find out. Grab your coffee or mimosa and let's get started.
Welcome to Fun in Key West, where every day feels like a mini fest. Grab a drink, take it slow. We'll show you where the locals go. Food, fun, and stories to tell. Hidden gems you know so well. Your Key West experts here to say it's fun in Key West every day.
Welcome to a tasty Tuesday episode of the Fun in Key West podcast. And today we are chatting all about breakfast. Last week it was all about brunch. So there's a consistent theme, right? If you are lucky enough to find yourself in Key West for breakfast, then you can't be any better off, right? But if you're trying to figure out where can I go for the perfect breakfast, well, that's why you tuned in, right? Let's think about this. So, breakfast is not brunch, but breakfast can be at 7 a.m., it could be noon or 2. To me, it's not necessarily the time that you're having breakfast, it's that you're having breakfast foods or something that just puts you in the right frame of mind to start your day. If you are joining us live, please be sure to say hello so I can do a shout out. But here's the thing. French toast, I'm just going to say this. French toast is a responsible adult decision. I think French toast is amazing. And there's something about French toast on vacation that just makes vacation that much better. This episode has nothing ranked. You know that. I don't rank anything. But it has a list that is not rushed, is not judgmental. And later on, I am going to assign every one of you, especially if you answer the quiz, a Key West breakfast personality. Think about that. You will have your own Key West breakfast personality. And yes, mimosas are involved. So, why does breakfast hit differently when you are in Key West? Well, breakfast in Key West, it's a mood. It allows you the opportunity to be able to relive some of last night's adventures. Maybe you're still in last night's flip-flops. It's a place where happy hour just casually over intersects with breakfast. And no one asks, why are you ordering a Bloody Mary? It's not even noon yet. As a matter of fact, if you don't order a Bloody Mary or a mimosa, what's wrong? It's breakfast. It's in Key West. You're on vacation. There are, because most of the restaurants I talk about in Key West are around Old Town. I try to get you off at the Ball so that you can go explore all of the other areas around Old Town. But we're going to talk about some that are on Duval Street, some that are over on Petronia, some that are dockside, some are patios, maybe, and of course, some hidden courtyards. And so instead of rattling off 30 restaurants like a receipt and hey, here's a checkbox, 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 I've broken them down into a different way to think. Shall I dare say a Key West way to think? So the first one we're going to talk about, here are our breakfast categories, and this is where it gets fun. Category 1, the iconic. You are officially in Key West. These are the breakfasts that say you are in Key West. Of course, it's Blue Heaven. You're going to have the roosters. It's iconic Key West. You're going to sit outside in what I'm going to say is a hidden courtyard. You're just going to have it. To me, it's a local rite of passage. Another one that says I am in Key West is Pepe's Cafe. It is the oldest operating restaurant in Key West, and they have amazing homemade bread. It changes all the time, so just ask for what's the flavor today of the homemade bread. I love the coconut. I love the banana bread. Heck, I like them all. So Pepe's is a great place. If you're looking for something that's iconic Key West, you have live music, you're outside on a patio type of atmosphere. Don't forget about on Front Street, you have a Two Friends patio restaurant. Bloody Mary's, Old Key West vibes. It has it all. And absolutely, these are going to be the places that you're going to check off and say, I was in Key West because I had breakfast there. It's one of those places. These are the places where if these walls could talk, I want to hear every story. So let's pull in another cup of coffee and just sit here and chat as best we can. If it's coffee first, questions later, and you are the type of person who needs caffeine before you can have any type of conversation, then here's some places to check out. Of course, Cuban Coffee Queen. Head over there, grab your Cuban coffee, iced, hot, however you like it. We talk about over on FunInKeyWest.com. There are several blog posts over there and guides on how to order Cuban coffee. So you can check those out. But of course, I always get the cafe con leche with 2. So I get a medium with 2 always. And if I'm hungry and it's ready for breakfast time, I will always grab a Key Wester with bacon. And then, of course, I don't eat it all because those sandwiches are so big. And I might, if persuaded, share it with my husband, Kevin. Another place that is iconic Key West that is coffee first, that is Sandy's Cafe. It disguises itself as a laundromat. So it's that place that you see all the pictures of. It's the red and white place, Sandy's. The laundromat is behind there, but out front, the takeout window is an amazing place for cafe con leches and all of your Cuban coffees. Of course, you can grab a guava pastry while you're there. No judgment. It's breakfast. And of course, if you want to try some other locally roasted coffee outside of Cuban Coffee Queen, you have Red Buoy Coffee, what you can get over on Eaton Street, and glazed donuts. And of course, you're going to pick up a donut, and I'm not kidding you. They are huge, and they serve donuts until they run out. And these are huge donuts. They have gourmet flavors, but they do carry your cake donuts and your glazed donuts. But they also have a key lime donut occasionally and flavors that rotate. So it's an amazing thing. So Melissa's saying Sandy's is amazing. And what is she saying here? Sandy's is amazing, and grab that coffee on your way to Sunrise at White Street Pier. You are so correct, Melissa. That is the way to do it. And let's see, Melissa or Mary Elizabeth is saying, yes, The donuts are so good. Yes, they are absolutely amazing over at Glazed Donuts. They are one of my favorites for sure. So if you're still fully dressed and emotionally prepared at this point because you've had your coffee, you're doing Key West wrong because, come on, you need to be ready for whatever happens. Now, if coffee gets you caffeinated and gets you there, then you're there. Category 3, and here's what I'm going to tell you: vacation calories, they absolutely do not count. So here are 3 places to check out if you agree with me that vacation calories absolutely do not count. Head over to the Breakfast Club too. They're open for breakfast and lunch, so 2-ish. They have amazing coffee there as well. It's their own blend. But check out the Lobster Benedict and the Cubano Benedict. Come on, enough said. Check them out. But their cheddar biscuits are amazing. Be sure to check that out. Want to do some people watching? Head over to Bagatelle. You can sit outside. They have a great location for people watching, but talking about vacation calories don't count. Their cornflake battered French toast and lobster mac. I'm telling you, order them both because you will be amazed at how they are. And Southernmost Beach Cafe, you're going to head over there and you're going to order their breakfast burrito because I think their breakfast burrito deserves its own fan club. I put a list of what's actually in this breakfast burrito. You get 3 eggs, pico de gallo, poblano peppers, chorizo, shredded cheddar, key lime aioli, all in a spinach wrap. Yep, that's exactly what we think we need. And Mary Elizabeth is saying, BC2 has a great pancake board. I've talked about this before, and I'm so glad, Mary Elizabeth, you brought that up. The Breakfast Club 2 has what's called a pancake charcuterie board, and you have to share it. Yeah, I'd say you probably should share it. It's big, but go ahead and check that out if you are with a group and you all absolutely love pancakes, because I'm telling you, you will never go back and think about pancakes the same way again. Let's see. Of course, I'm going to say about the vacation calories not counting. This is for balance or for the illusion of balance. Be sure to check out Date and Time. Date and Time, you're going to get your bowls, your smoothies, you're going to get organic goodness. So if you're looking for something that is absolutely healthy-ish and you have some diet restrictions, be sure to check out Date and Time. If you are traveling with people who are vegetarian, head over to the cafe because they have a vegetarian friendly menu. But let me tell you, the menu is absolutely amazing, and you are not even going to miss or notice, if you're not vegetarian, that the menu is vegetarian. And Melissa is saying calories don't count at Harpoon Harry's when you order the key lime French toast. That is so true. That is so true. I'm telling you, these calories just don't count. And Mary Elizabeth is saying that should always get a side of bacon with that pancake charcuterie board over at Breakfast Club too. So our last category is breakfast with a view, because after all, that's why you come to Key West, right? For the view. So Latitudes, you're going to take that ferry over and you're going to enjoy breakfast, and you are going to have an amazing view, an amazing menu, and it's just an experience unto itself, I'm telling you. Or check out Hot Tin Roof. You're going to have, again, great waterfront views, and reservations there are encouraged both at Latitudes and at Hot Tin Roof. If you're looking for a place for weekend breakfast, brunchish, be sure to check out Louie's Backyard. Come on, you can't beat the view there. You've got Dog Beach there. You've got the water, conch fritters, jaw-dropping scenery. So those are the places. So here is where it gets fun. So what kind of breakfast personality are you when you are in Key West? Are you a coffee or a cocktail person? Are you sweet or savory? Are you sit down or grab and go? Are you looking for air conditioning or an ocean view? So let's talk about this. If you are a Latitudes or a Louis Place and that's the place that you love and you're like, nope, I am not counting this as breakfast until that's where I go, then I'm going to call you the slow sipper. You're into the elegance of breakfast and just taking your absolute time enjoying it all. If you're heading over, like Melissa says, over to Harpoon Harry's or Schooner Wharf to enjoy their breakfast and their first happy hour of the day that starts at 7 a.m., then, my friend, I'm going to say that you are a recovery specialist. Are you more into Breakfast Club 2, Bagatelle, and everything that they offer on their menu? Then I'm going to say that you are a brunch maxinista. Or are you digging into Sandy's and Pepe's and Fisherman's Cafe? Because if that's the case, then I'm going to say that you have the local loop. So, what kind of breakfast personality are you when you are in Key West? Are you the slow sipper? Are you the recovery specialist? Are you the brunch maximalist? Or are you a local looper? Let me know. Put it down in the comments. Let me know. I would love to know what kind of breakfast person you are. It's going to be no judgment at all. This is because I love breakfast. It doesn't matter where we go for breakfast. I'm just into breakfast. So here's some tips when we're talking about Key West and breakfast and just things in general about going out and about. And Mary Elizabeth is saying, whose happy hour starts at 7 a.m.? Schooner Wharf has a happy hour that starts at 7 a.m. and they also have a happy hour that starts in the evening. They have 2 happy hours. So if you are so inclined, be sure to check out that happy hour. So, what are the best days to avoid the breakfast rush in Key West? Here's the thing. It's going to be midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You're not going to have that weekend crowd. The locals are back into their routine. The weekend people have headed home. The new arrivals haven't quite adjusted, maybe. And brunch and breakfast crowds are just a little thinner and, to me, a little happier. So if you want that, we just wandered in and we're able to get a seat kind of vibe, I think midweek is when you should plan to go to some of these places. So, best times. Here's the thing. I think the best time for breakfast depends on what time you get up. So, if you're an early morning riser, if you're an early bird, 7 to 8 a.m., you're going to have quiet. It's going to be calm. It's going to be probably coffee forward, unless you head over to Schooners. And I think Mary Elizabeth says, oh, wow, cool. She didn't know that. And she's probably going to be heading over there. Let me know what you think. Actually, Mary Elizabeth, let me know what you order because I want to know. So if you're an early bird, some places do start early for breakfast, and so you can be sure to check that out. If you are a late breakfast person, because maybe you got up, you did your walk, you did whatever, or you are just a late riser, I'm talking after 10:30. The early crowd's gone, brunch hasn't peaked yet, so you might be able to walk in and get a seat. So it's kind of like catching the tide at the right time, right? Days and times that you can expect a crowd. Well, obviously, Saturday and Sunday are always busy, and especially from 9:30 to 12:30. You're going to know that you are going to have to probably wait if you show up. So Mary Elizabeth is promising to let us know what she gets. Monday mornings, I'm going to tell you, Monday mornings are probably going to be busy. You get a lot of spillover from the weekend. Some people take a Monday flight home instead of a Sunday night flight. And so they're hurrying in, getting eking out that last little bit of their vacation. And so they want to make sure that they get it all. And Mary Elizabeth is saying that she loves Harry's, 2 Friends, 1 Duval, and Bagatelle for breakfast. You know what? I love those places too. Another place, and I don't necessarily think breakfast is going to be busy. The restaurant's going to be busy, but crowds are going to be busy if there's a cruise ship in town. So you can go to the city of Key West and check out that cruise calendar, and then you'll know, judging the crowds, as to what you're going to find. So here's some pro island tips I'm going to pass along, because that's why you tune in, for not only my suggestions, but some tips, right? If a place takes reservations, use them, because there's a reason why they request that you usually have a reservation, it's because they're usually busy. So be sure to use those reservations. If they serve cocktails before noon, expect a wait, because that's where people are going to go, because they're going to be able to get that morning cocktail. Again, no judgment ordering a Bloody Mary or a mimosa before noon. If roosters are roaming the patio, I'm telling you, it's worth the wait. It's iconic Key West, doesn't matter where. If roosters are roaming the patio, be sure it's going to be worth the wait. Just order a drink at the bar and call it a day. Be aware of places that are cash only. Harpoon Harry's comes to mind. They are cash only. Now, if you don't have cash on you, they do have the ability to, they have an ATM right there, so you can get cash. So if indeed you go there and you're not starving and you don't need to eat right this minute, most places are definitely worth the wait. Grab a cocktail, sit and enjoy. You're in Key West, you're on vacation. So it's not like you have any place to go. So be there. So breakfast, I think, is where your mornings start. It's where you set the tone for the rest of your day. It's where you form friendships. Maybe you talk with the waitress, and maybe you meet somebody waiting in line. Maybe you start up a conversation with somebody in the next table. Or if you're at the bar at Schooner, maybe you talk to somebody on down the bar and you make a new friend, and maybe they give you some insights of a new place to try. It's a place, I think, where your plans change. Sometimes you go to breakfast and it's like, you know what? This is what we're doing today. And then you end up going, yeah, I think we're going to go do something else. So, as always, I encourage you to head over to FunInKeyWest.com. There are a lot of guides over there on where to eat. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, all of that. They're all over there. Be sure to check them out. Let me know if your favorite place hit the list of the best breakfasts in Key West, and I'd love to know. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me for another Tasty Tuesday. Thank you so much if you were part of the live audience and you put in comments. This is what we do. I always encourage you guys to let me know what I'm missing, what else I can add in terms of tips and ideas and places to try. And that's why I love going live with you guys, so that you can provide all of those insights. As always, thank you for joining me. Head over to FunInKeyWest.com. You know the drill. FunInKeyWest.com. Head over there, grab our happy hour list, because that puts you on our newsletter list. And what does that mean? That means that you get my weekly newsletter, and in it every week I put a trivia question. And if you answer the trivia question right, you get to be in a drawing for a monthly Key West swag box. Not sure what's in it? Usually don't know until I put the box together, but it's always fun. Everybody enjoys the boxes. Also, while you're over there, be sure to check out our book club. We read a book every month that has some sort of Key West, Florida Keys connection. And this month is an amazing one, and it's Son of a Pirate by Chris Harvey. And if you didn't get a chance, head over to our YouTube channel and check out my interview with him. And let me know what else you are looking for. Did your favorite make your list? Did I skip over one? In the meantime, you guys have a great Tuesday. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. I appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate you personally for tuning in and supporting Fun in Key West. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye. Well, I hope you're feeling inspired to grab a plate of French toast, a breakfast burrito, or maybe just a strong cafe con leche to kickstart your day in paradise. Whether you're a slow sipper, a brunch maximista, or a local looper, there's a Key West breakfast spot waiting to welcome you with open arms and maybe a rooster or two. Don't forget to head over to FunInKeyWest.com for more guides, tips, and foodie inspiration. While you're there, grab our happy hour list and join the newsletter for your chance to win a monthly Key West swag box. And if you're part of our book club, don't miss this month's pick. Thanks for tuning in, sharing your breakfast favorites, and being part of this amazing community. Until next time, remember, calories don't count on vacation, and every day in Key West is a good day for breakfast. Have a great day.